Oh yeah, I can just talk. So, what I'm doing is taking all of these partitions right here that I extracted from a Google Pixel 2 XL, and taking these partitions and seeing if we can find any cool information out about them. I extracted them with DD on a rooted Pixel XL, and no, it's still it's a team, not somebody else, but we both post stuff on here. Oh wow, I can hear myself on Dude Stream. Trying to arrange these windows properly. But yeah, so basically I was able to mount the persist partition no one ever said you're stupid, man. This is live on the internet, so that kind of stuff should be avoided saying, but feel free. Anywho, we're taking these partitions and mounting them on Mac and seeing what we can find. In particular, yeah, I'm not too good at the whole streaming thing, but that's why we're doing it for practice. I'll get it eventually. See if maybe this will work. Oh yeah. There we go. See, like this file right here, this Keymaster 64. Right before I started streaming, I found, I'm thinking, is the file that contains information about the IMEI, serial number, brand, product, all these super cool variables. Why am I typing? Yeah, he was telling me about some of the stuff he was doing with the Call of Duty stuff, but it went way over my head. Which one was which? Okay, this can go away. For sure, man. He might have even got a notification that I was streaming. But if not, he'll definitely see this. Okay. Man, I wish I had 2 monitors. Persist mount. Oh yeah, good call. He's a few hours ahead of time. Yeah, and definitely a very busy man. For sure, peace out, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good night, you too. I don't got an external. So let's see. This is the mounted persist partition, and yeah, I'm using that for the audio though. Let's see. So by going like this and running the file command, it gives you a little bit of data about what it thinks these files are. And so running it on, what was the command? I'm in the root partition, the root directory of where I'm keeping all these partitions at. So there's a pretty cool version of using the find command that will allow me to search all files at once for specific strings that are contained within it. And in particular, I was looking for the IMEI information, so I was curious to see what files or what partitions actually held that information in it. No, just this is for a Pixel 2 XL. It was already rooted, which is, I mean, kind of the same thing as jailbreaking it. But I was trying to find what partitions held the device identifiers, like the IMEI and serial and stuff like that. And so I took a rooted Pixel XL2 and I copied all the partitions out of it. And that's pretty much exactly what step I am at right now. And by running this command, No, for sure it's not. Well, I guess depending on what device. But typically, there's enough stuff out there online to be able to find out how to do it. But just poking around inside some stuff like this is kind of how I found the first Dirty Cow FRP bypass for the original Google Pixel. And so I figured just kind of capturing my research into other devices would be beneficial. So this is the command. You run find inside the directory with whatever files you want to search for, and run the exec flag for execute, and it will execute an additional command on every file that it finds. So what I'm doing is using find on the current directory in all directories within it, type F for file or folder, I think, name, literally everything, and then running the execute flag to run an additional command for grep. And grep is the one that searches for a string within an amount of data that you give it. And I'm searching for the IMEI string. This I flag makes it case insensitive. Adding this dev null in here, basically, when I run the command, if you don't add that in there, when you run the command, it'll tell you, hey, it'll just tell you, oh, I found a match, but it won't tell you what file it is. So by pointing it to a different directory first, and then finishing the command, it will say, hey, there's a match found, and then give you the file or folder where it was found. So it basically kind of just completes the command. This is brace expansion in bash. Basically, you can think of that as like the placeholder for, instead of like that would be where you would type out what the file name you're trying to search. But since it's part of the other command, you use this as like a placeholder that says, hey, running it on all these things. Yeah, it's really fun stuff. That's cool. What ones have you figured out how to do so far? I haven't tapped into the game systems yet, but I got a PS4 that I have specifically not ever used because I know eventually at some point in time I wanted to go through and actually jailbreak or exploit it, maybe put some homebrew on it. And there's been a lot of updates on the latest exploits coming out for PS4 firmware too, so I'll be excited to get that one going at some point. Doesn't 360 require like special hardware to be able to do it? Oh yeah, you see, so these are all the matches where the string IMEI comes up in, and so since these are partitions, that is in all newer devices for Android. They have what's called slots, and so you can have basically like a duplicate of every partition. One slot A and one is slot B. As far as I know, which may or may not be wrong, but as far as I know, the OEMs implement the slots to be used with like when I guess like when you take an OTA update, it will like flash it onto the other partitions so that when you reboot, or the other slot, so that when you reboot, it will actually take the update from there, and then your phone will switch slots, I believe. I don't know, it's kind of, that part's a little foreign to me. Let's find some other music then. I won't get a Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. Hey, it's DJ. It won't get a copyright strike if there's no monetization, right? Or how does that work? You're more educated on that than I am. Okay, cool then. Yeah, but the songs on Free Play are garbage, though. Anytime I go to a video that uses some of those songs, man, you can tell immediately that they're using it. I can't hang. I don't know, cause on my channel, I've been uploading some videos of me playing, like doing covers of songs, and for sure, uncopyrighted music from YouTube. Do you know any off the top? Okay, I'll go check it out. Huh.
We got liquor and weed. Slide on me, get twisted with me. Tobacco, come smoke a split with me. We gon' be up until 3. She up in her feelings cause she insecure with the fears that she has for the future. And usually I would agree. I don't know who I'm trying to be. But you know how I love how I'm feeling with me in the bed and we look at the ceiling. We talk about dreams while you kissing on me. She said, baby, listen to me. I want you forever, so never let go of me. Keep up with the poetry. The notes that you wrote to me totally spoke to me. When you drove in the snow for me, on the road in the cold for me. You were there when I needed you. You kept me so comfortable. Forever I'm keeping you. Forever.
So we're gonna search in all these partitions.
Shorty, that love was unbeatable, but it's gone now. It's unbelievable.
Okay. You know what?
We got liquor and weed. Slide on me, get twisted with me.
Oh God, it's so loud. I hope this is okay. Alrighty. Oh, dang it. Like what? Okay, so let's open up another terminal window. I guess we can minimize this for now. And we can see that these partitions had a match for IMEI in it. And those partitions are on a fuse mounted ext4 partition. That's what I guess persist is. So to mount that, I had to use the fuse file system to actually be able to mount it, but in doing so, it doesn't actually mount it like a regular, like a disk drive. So in order to access it, I can only access it from the terminal. So we can see, let's try modem A first then. File modem A. So it says it's a DOS MBR boot sector. I doubt that. Whoa, what is this? Get out of here. Let's open up an iHex. So it looks like they have this header in here specifically to trick any mounting program to be able to think it's a MS-DOS disk. But then you can see right here it says, like literally as soon as it boots, it says remove disk or disk error. So if we go down here, there'll probably be another header that is more proper. Yeah, here we go. Image of some kind. So IMEI is definitely found in here. Symlock data, there's all sorts of cool stuff in here. Before encrypt permanent ID. Local mount workspace. HTTP header and IMEI. Here we go. In the NB. NB is part of the EFS, I believe. Which is like a Qualcomm file system. So let's see if we can figure out how to extract stuff from there. Oh, wait a minute. Already able to enable VoiceOver LTE on the Pixel XL1 for carrier which is not officially supported. Now working on the Pixel XL2. Hey, there we go. Take a look at help modify radio image. Sweet. This is exactly what we wanted. But I don't know how to open and edit image files because for the Pixel XL2 this is required. Yes, they are encrypted. That's why everything looks like this. I swear I think this is the string though. This right here is the IMEI. Like changing this, somehow being able to decrypt this. Figuring out what Keymaster 64 uses for its encryption. Because that's where it was on the original Pixel. Oh, of course, I just deleted everything recently. Nope, here they are. Sweet. So like for the original Pixel, where was it? Right here, board info. But that partition does not exist on the XL2. QPST and QXDM. That is some solid advice. Chipset setting, which can be changed with QXDM. Alrighty then. Connect to me, I don't care. Oh, license to who? What? Bullshit. This file is massive. Sweet. That'd be awesome, man. Keys are gone from bootloader unlock. Oh, really? Android attest key is looked up. Sweet. I don't understand any of this. Oh, sweet. Somebody else is doing this as of like 3-4 days ago. Like a week ago, actually. Mounted persist. That is what I did right here. Persist data keymaster 64. This file contains the code that compares OS version from T. Persist data RSA attest key. Generation of keymaster public key attestation certificate signed with a key injected in a secure environment. Oh, well, that's... Oh, stream off.